You know that amazing generative AI that can write a poem or create a stunning piece of art in seconds? Well, that same technology is now powering a completely invisible war. It's creating a brand new battleground in cybersecurity, where the attacks are smarter, way more personal, and harder to spot than anything we've ever seen before. Let's break down exactly how this is happening. So you see this, right? A simple request, pulled from a cybersecurity research paper, and you might think, what's the big deal? But this is the absolute tip of a very, very dangerous iceberg. It shows just how easy it is to twist these incredibly powerful tools into creating the building blocks for a really sophisticated scam.
And let me be super clear about this. This isn't some far-off future threat. AI-powered cybercrime is happening right now, as we speak, and it is fundamentally changing the rules of online security for every single one of us.
So how are criminals actually weaponizing AI? Well, for starters, they're using it to put old scams on steroids, making them frighteningly effective.
Get ready for this number, 135%. That is the staggering surge in social engineering attacks that are using generative AI, according to a recent analysis. To put that in perspective, we're talking about a massive, massive escalation in convincing, widespread digital fraud. It's happening at a scale we've just never seen before.
So what's the secret sauce here? What makes these attacks so successful? Well, AI basically acts as a professional proofreader for scammers. It completely eliminates all those classic red flags we were taught to look for, the awkward phrasing, the bad grammar from old phishing emails. Gone. They're replaced by flawless, persuasive language that's personalized for each and every victim. And that lets them slip right past the security filters we've all come to rely on.
Okay, so it gets even crazier. Criminals aren't just using the public models we all know about. Nope, they're now building their own specialized AI tools, and they're emerging from the darkest corners of the web.
First on the list, meet FraudGPT. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. For just $200 a month, a subscription service, anyone can get their hands on this malicious AI. It's an all-in-one cyber attacker's starter kit. It's built to write perfect phishing emails, create malware, find security holes, all without you needing any advanced skills.
And then there's its cousin, WormGPT. Think of this as the evil twin of ChatGPT. It has zero ethical safeguards. Its only purpose is to help criminals write incredibly convincing emails for what are called business email compromise attacks. You know, the kind of messages that trick an employee into wiring company money straight into a scammer's bank account.
And when you put them side by side, the difference is it's night and day. On one side, you have ChatGPT, which is built with strong ethical boundaries. And on the other, you've got WormGPT, which is literally built from the ground up for crime. Their goals, their safeguards, their training data, they are polar opposites. And does this stuff actually work in the real world? Oh, you better believe it. $35 million. That's how much a criminal ring stole from a company in the UAE. They used deepfake audio to perfectly impersonate a company director's voice, and they convinced an employee to transfer all that cash for a totally fake business deal. That is the insane power of this technology in the wrong hands.
A story like that just raises a huge question, right? When the tools to pull off these incredible heists are being developed and sold in secret in these hidden corners of the internet, how in the world do law enforcement and security professionals even begin to keep up? Well, the answer, as it turns out, is that you have to fight fire with fire, or in this case, you fight AI with AI. Cybersecurity experts are now developing their own specialized models to turn the tables on the criminals. But here's the catch. It's a really big one. You can't just take a standard AI and point it at the dark web. It would be completely and utterly lost. It wouldn't understand what it's seeing, the encrypted language, the criminal jargon, the whole context. It's like a totally alien planet to a model that was trained on the regular public internet.
So what did researchers do? They built a new kind of digital detective, an AI trained specifically to navigate this dangerous and secretive world.
Its name is DarkBERT. And this is where things get really fascinating. It was developed by researchers in South Korea, and it's a large language model, but its education was, let's just say, unconventional. Instead of learning from Wikipedia and public websites, it was trained exclusively on a massive, curated database of text taken directly from the dark web.
And building this thing was a monumental task. I mean, first, they had to go deep into the dark web, using the Tor network to crawl and collect a massive amount of raw data. Then came the really hard part, meticulously filtering it, getting rid of all the duplicates and junk to create a clean database. And finally, they fed that specialized dark web-only data to the AI model, giving it an unparalleled understanding of the cybercriminal underworld. And this example right here shows you why that is such a game changer. If you ask a standard AI to complete a sentence from a drug marketplace, it'll suggest really generic words like products or services. But ask DarkBERT, it knows exactly what's being sold. It predicts MDMA, cocaine, pills. It speaks the language.
And because it speaks the language, DarkBERT has some pretty incredible capabilities. We're talking about automatically detecting ransomware leak sites, monitoring those underground forums for stolen data sales, and even understanding the coded language criminals use. It's a game changer for threat intelligence.
So what we're really looking at here is a brand new cybersecurity arms race. As the attackers develop smarter and smarter AI, the defenders have to build even smarter AI just to counter them. It's this continuous battle of innovation.
So what does all this mean for you? Well, the basics are more important than ever before. Use multi-factor authentication everywhere, no excuses. Adopt a zero-trust mindset. That means if you get a weird email from your CEO asking for a wire transfer, you don't just do it. You pick up the phone and you verify it directly. And critically, you have to stay educated about just how sophisticated these new scams are.
Look, the tools of cybercrime and cybersecurity are evolving at a breathtaking speed. The battlefield is changing, and the real question this leaves us with is a personal one. As AI becomes both the weapon and the shield, are you and is your organization prepared for the fight? Because in this new era, being prepared is truly our best and maybe our only defense.